It's May 12th, 1997, and this is episode 208 of WWF Monday Night Raw. Commentary for the night is JR and Jerry the King Lawler. Raw opens with the Hart Foundation heading out onto the stage. The Hart Foundation stand up at the top of the ramp as Bret cuts a promo. Bret says he's surrounded himself with the best of the WWF and trusts them for everything. Bret then turns his attention to Stone Cold Steve Austin and the fans. Bret says that the Hart Foundation costing Stone Cold the WWF title was just giving Austin a taste of his own medicine, and it's funny now how the fans cry for justice. Bret then says he's got a big surprise to share with the world and his family. The fans then start to chant "Go home" to Bret, and he eventually gets frustrated and cuts his promo short, not telling us what the surprise is. It's now time for the first match of the night, and it's a King of the Ring 1997 first round match. Hearst Helmsley with Chyna is taking on Ahmed Johnson.
And the 305-pound Ahmed Johnson. Look at this! Ahmed was concerned, a former gang member. And look at the power. Ahmed, sometimes he's too intense. Oh, another kick right to the... I can't even imagine it. Back to the wrestling world. Yep. Background. Helmsley brought up. Yeah, he's going to reform school on a... Oh, hello!
As Ahmed Johnson is looking to finish the match, Chyna grabs a chair and hits Johnson in the back, disqualifying Helmsley.
Right in the kidneys! Right in the kidneys! And Hearst Helmsley.
Helmsley and Chyna flee up the ramp, but Ahmed Johnson catches them on the ramp. He then starts to attack Hunter, whilst Chyna tries to help Hunter.
Look at Chyna! He got him in a chokehold!
So Ahmed Johnson wins the match via disqualification and moves into the next round. Next up, Stone Cold Steve Austin heads out to the ring. Vince says that Austin had one hell of a match with The Undertaker last night. Austin says he isn't going to make any excuses about what happened last night, but says that one day soon he will be the World Wrestling Federation champion. Austin then says that he got a souvenir from Bret Hart last night, referring to his crutch. He then says that if Bret wants his crutch back, he can roll down the ramp and see what luck he has getting it back. Austin then says that the Hart Foundation is a snake, with the head being Bret Hart. And to kill a snake you need to cut the head off. But this time, he's going to start with the ass. And the ass of the Hart Foundation, in his opinion, is Brian Pillman. He says that he's crippled Pillman before and he'll do it again.
And that's the bottom line, cause Stone Cold said so.
Moving on, Leif Cassidy is taking on debuting Scott Putski.
So there. Whoa! A Japanese army years of college and his old man's bank account. He's got, oh, look at this. Whoa! Hurricane Run. And, oh, yeah, wow! There you go. Here we go. Oh! Belly to belly all but really put together. Come on, man. We'll meet the Undertaker, and what a suplex! Ow.
Putski wins the match with a German suplex.
Ladies and gentlemen, fans are having a great time here tonight.
After the match, Cassidy attacks Putski.
Set too well to get beat by a rookie. Oh!
And Putski is able to overcome Cassidy's attack.
I won! Okay, so you won.
We now move to tag team action. The Legion of Doom are taking on the Nation of Domination. As the Nation stands on the ramp, they are deciding who will take on the LOD tonight. Savio Vega points to JC Ice and Wolfie D, and Faarooq and Crush agree. The two beg Faarooq not to send them down to take on the LOD, as Crush and Savio Vega escort them down the ramp.
Oh my gosh! I don't think... Oh, good Lord, what a... This is... Oh my! He's mad now, baby! He's gonna use some karate, jiu-jitsu, kung fu! Oh, WWE's gonna try it! Oh, yes, they can! He's bagging now! Oh! Some help! Oh!
The Legion of Doom win the match with a Doomsday device. The Nation of Domination leave JC Ice and Wolfie D after their loss. Next, Mankind is on the ramp cutting a promo on The Undertaker. Mankind says that his goal was to permanently scar The Undertaker, but he failed. He says that if The Undertaker wants to take it out on anyone, he can take it out on him. Instead, he chose to take it out on Paul Bearer. Mankind says that Paul Bearer is here tonight, and Mankind helps Paul Bearer head out onto the ramp. Bearer says that he's given The Undertaker one more chance. If he doesn't accept, he's going to reveal a secret that only he knows. Bearer asks The Undertaker to come home or he will hurt him. To begin the second hour of Raw, Faarooq heads out. Vince says Faarooq is now the #1 contender for the WWF title. Faarooq then asks Vince many questions regarding the lack of black representation in the WWF title picture, stumping Vince here because at this point there had never been a black WWF champion, and Faarooq says that it's about time that he gets a title shot and that he will be taking the WWF title away from The Undertaker. Next up, The Undertaker is taking on Savio Vega with the Nation in a non-title match.
I hate it when he does this! And so does Savio! Whoa, the big size, 16! Eagerly awaiting my surprise! Whoa, wait a minute! Oh, there's there! Come on, oh, there's a stop! Not for long! Oh my God! It's right back on the leg! And a reverse, spinning! Gonna do a pendant sit-up! Oh, no! Even worse! Tender for the WWF title! Choke slam! A choke slam! The tombstone! Oh!
After The Undertaker hits the tombstone, the Nation hit the ring and attack The Undertaker.
Oh, The Undertaker to set up! Faarooq to the leather belt! Faarooq! Look at this! Faarooq holding...
Next up, the ECW theme hits and Rob Van Dam makes his way down to the ring. Jerry Lawler meets RVD in the ring and cuts a promo on ECW, or extremely crappy wrestling. It appears that Lawler has stolen Rob Van Dam from ECW. RVD says that he's come to the realization that ECW is low-budgeted, low-talented wannabes that can't hold on to someone with extreme talents of himself. Lawler then proclaims that RVD has now left ECW, and it won't be long until he's renamed Mr. Monday Night. Rob Van Dam is now in action with Jeff Hardy.
W officials. And, well, Jeff, that one of his competitors is... Oh! Can you... anymore because he's in the big time now. Look at that! Did you... W may be limited. Oh, my! Wow! What a suicide! Morons! Wow! Did you see that? What all of the people in Philadelphia, you could draw... Oh!
Rob Van Dam wins the match with a split-legged moonsault. Next, we get a continuation of JR's interviews with Dustin Runnels. This time we hear about Dustin's relationship with his daughter and his determination to seek his father's approval. After a commercial break, The Undertaker's music hits as he appears on the Titantron. The Undertaker addresses Paul Bearer, saying that there are events that have occurred in the dark that are better off not seeing the light of day. He then addresses Faarooq and the Nation, saying that Faarooq has left him no choice and he must unleash a demon to help him do battle with the Nation of Domination. Next is a non-title 4-way elimination tag team match. Owen Hart and the British Bulldog vs Doug Furnas and LaFon versus the Headbangers versus the new Blackjacks.
And man, look at that!
Furnas and LaFon are eliminated first after a clothesline from Blackjack Wyndham.
We're going to see look at this! Nice Bulldog. We're going to find out who the next member of the Hart Foundation.
The Blackjacks are eliminated next after outside interference from Doug Furnas and LaFon.
Champion. Ooh. Look out! Oh my gosh! Owen Hart! Oh my gosh! To find out before we go off the air, are we? Oh, look at that power! This man is awesome. He's a European champion. Oh, they got more gold than Fort Knox, but look at this. Little to the States. Oh, yeah, I think it would. Ooh, side. This could do it for part of the Hart Foundation. Ooh, wow. Sit for the nine. An asinine thing to say. They're going to drop kick by line. There's a sharpshooter. They got for the other head. And Ross and Thrasher. Oh, it's reversed. And the Bulldog with his power slam.
The British Bulldog wins the match with a running power slam. After the match, Bret Hart heads to the ring with Brian Pillman and Jim Neidhart. Bret starts off by asking the Hart Foundation to head back to the locker room, saying that he wants to do this by himself. The Hart Foundation is hesitant to leave Bret alone, but eventually do leave.
Old Steve Austin.
Bret says he'll get to his surprise, but right now, he wants Shawn Michaels to head out to the ring and face him. Shawn Michaels then heads out to meet Bret in the ring. Shawn stands right in front of Bret here. Bret says that America is rotting from the inside out, and it's because it's run by people just like Shawn Michaels. Bret would then continue to say that Michaels has been avoiding him, and that he knows Michaels didn't have the guts to face him at this year's WrestleMania, so he faked a knee injury. As Bret continues to lecture Michaels, Raw is heading off the air. We then cut back to Raw, and Shawn Michaels has finally heard enough from Bret Hart, and super kicks Bret back into his wheelchair.
You don't have the insights to do it.
Seeing this, the Hart Foundation runs in and goes after Michaels. The Hart Foundation catches up with Michaels on the ramp. Just before Bulldog can throw Michaels off the stage, Stone Cold heads out and stops them. Michaels and Austin would fight off the Hart Foundation to end the show. Before we finish, please comment on your favourite part of the show. Mine was probably the LOD squashing JC Ice and Wolfie D.
Some help! Oh!
Thank you so much for watching. If you haven't yet, please subscribe to the channel, leave a thumbs up if you enjoyed the video, if not a thumbs down, and I'll see you on the next one.